Thanks for clicking on my video. My name is Rocky, and this video is going to be about the Season 3 premiere of Arrow. Now this is going to be a little bit different than my other reviews, as I'm going to basically add out what I'm calling a geek out moment at the end. When I do a geek out moment, basically going to be adding some extra details on something that I liked or didn't like about the episode, or just providing some additional information that maybe some people won't want that much detail. So that'll be following the review. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into what I liked about the premiere. Right out, I definitely like in the beginning where we get the sense that Team Arrow is solid. Everyone's together, everyone's working. Granted, Felicity's also working at a tech job. But we get that feeling that the team is together. Roy has fully, taken on the Arsenal role and definitely has the better looking costume right now. Hopefully Diggle will get something soon. We'll see. But definitely enjoyed the connection between all the characters. They definitely felt strong. Strong enough for, Oliver to start mentioning and accepting his feelings for Felicity. So a lot of early development in the episode, so really enjoyed seeing that happen. Some other things I enjoyed, we get a new Count Vertigo, and he's a more physical Count, so able to actually, fight Oliver quite a bit. Granted, Oliver's drugged, but he's still definitely a more physical, imposing force than the original Count Vertigo. And the actor playing Vertigo is an awesome actor, makes a great villain. So definitely enjoy seeing a new villain come in. Some other things I liked about the episode, we get more flashbacks of Hong Kong and seeing Oliver trying to run away from Waller. We also find out that Waller figures out exactly how to manipulate Oliver, which is threatening to harm an innocent person, someone other than himself. That makes him give in. So we'll get more of those flashbacks and more of those characters. So I'll definitely enjoy seeing those flashbacks, finding out more about Oliver's training and his connections with Waller and Argus. Some other things that were really good in the episode, we get the introduction of Ray Palmer in the form of Brandon Ruth, or Ralph, I believe. Sorry about that. He is a great actor. Great part is Ray Palmer. Right, you get the sense that we're not really supposed to like him. He's kind of a slime ball with how he handles the acquisition of Queen Consolidated, as well as his attentions towards Felicity. So that'll carry over. He's going to be a recurring character, and hopefully will become part of Team Arrow later on when he becomes his alter ego, the Atom. So really enjoyed those scenes, especially the scenes with him and Felicity and all the mayhem that she caused him. So really great character introduction there, as well as the nod to him wanting to rebuild Starling City as Star City, which is actually the name of Green Arrow City in the comics. So we get another nod back to the comics there, as well as seeing that development of a new city. So great there. Also, we see Detective Lance is now captain and has called off the Vigilante Task Force. So again, we get that feeling of Team Arrow being together and consolidated. Some other things I like, we get Layla having her baby. So now we have baby Diggle, and Diggle feels that weight of being a father now, and realizes like Oliver was telling him, he can't really be out in the field as much, if at all, anymore, because he's going to have that baby to look after. So it was nice seeing that character development. Again, just a lot of really good character development in this episode. Now, there are some things that I didn't quite like about the episode. I did not like how they changed the Vertigo drug. It's now very similar to Crane's fear toxin, or the Scarecrow from the Batman comics. And we're already getting a lot of Batman parallels with this series. So that was something I think, don't necessarily think they needed to do. Hopefully they'll pull back from that and actually have, either him use the original Vertigo drug and just enhance it, or possibly use something like the Count Vertigo character in the comics, which is essentially like an eye patch that makes someone feel vertigo, feel uneasy and everything. That's something I hope they will happen, because in the comics, Count Vertigo did end up on the Suicide Squad as well, and he's definitely someone I could see Waller wanting to get her hands on. So, getting, hopefully that's something they'll work on. Something else I didn't like the Olicity fallout. For those who don't know, Olicity is the reference between the relationship of Oliver and Felicity. We have a lot of emotional development in season 2 with Oliver. In this, we actually, in season 3, we have him, realize his emotions and, go after Felicity. But then the fallout from everything happening at the restaurant, he wants to pull back. To me, that's emotional regression and character regression, and I don't like seeing that happen, because it essentially puts him back to almost the beginning of season 2, where he was just an emotional, hermit. He didn't want anyone in, he just wanted to push everyone away because he can't have a relationship because he can't be the Arrow and Oliver. Whereas by the end of season 2, it almost seemed like he accepted that he was both. He was one person. So, didn't really like that. Kind of rough writing. I know why they're doing it, is they're kind of pushing Felicity to be with Ray Palmer, or to go that direction, so that we have, the drama of basically love triangle between Palmer, Felicity, and Oliver for this season. So, didn't really like that, but, I can see why they happened. It makes for a good, drama in this story. Something else I didn't really like was the issue with Sara and how that was handled. It was nice seeing her back on the show, but it seemed very, very rushed in what happened. But all in all, it was a really great episode, really solid episode, great premiere. We opened up some new storylines for this season, so definitely looking forward to seeing what happens this year with Arrow. What do you guys think? Was it a great episode? Let me know in the comments below. I will be doing weekly reviews of this show, as well as the other Marvel and DC lineups right now. If you'd like to go ahead and subscribe, I'll put an annotation above. Would appreciate if you'd click on that. Definitely would enjoy having some conversations with you guys about Arrow as well as the other shows. If you enjoyed this video, definitely ask that you'd go ahead and like and share the video with anyone you think might be interested. That being said, going to go ahead and go into the Geek Out version, or portion of this video. What I'm going to be going into more detail about is what happened with Sara, and how they handled her death, as well as who may have actually done it. Now, I know why they had to kill Sara off, because they want Laurel to take on the role of the Black Canary, as Laurel Dinah Lance is the Black Canary in the comics. So I know why they had to do it, because they wanted, hold true to those comic origins. For me, I actually would have preferred if they kept Sara as a Canary for a while longer. Reason being is Laurel is nowhere near ready to take on that role yet. She's going to need a lot of training, as well as, mental preparedness to take on that role. So I think this is something that could have waited till maybe mid-season, if not season 4. And the fact that they brought her back right in the season premiere was kind of shaky writing, because right at the end of season 2, it was like she had to leave. She had to go back with the League of Assassins. And to bring her back right away, and since it was a mission, that should have told her, hey, something's up. Because to me, it seems like she was killed by the League, or at least a member of the League. They wanted to bring her back to Starling City, have her killed there, so that her family and friends would know she was dead, particularly Laurel and Oliver. Now, there's a couple things that could come of this. Now, anyone that's read the comics and knows about Ra's al Ghul knows that he has what's called Lazarus pits. These pits basically allow him to completely regenerate, or anyone to completely regenerate, even from death. So it's possible that they may use this as a story point to bring Sara back later on, but just more brainwashed and basically just a complete assassin. I don't think they're going to do that, but it's something that could happen. Now, as far as who could have actually killed Sara, based off of the scene where it happened, it was someone she knew. Now, there's a lot of talk over the internet that, it was Malcolm Merlin. I don't think it was him. Right now, his focus is on getting Thea trained up. So I don't think he would have came back to do this. It's possible. It might have been, but I don't think it was. Because again, it would actually cause more attention to him from the League of Assassins, and he doesn't want that right now because he's trying to get Thea trained up. There's talk that it was Thea. I definitely don't think it was Thea. I think a story point later on in the season is going to be, can she kill or not? That's not something they're going to handle like this. It's going to be, a big part of an episode. I'm pretty sure it's going to involve either her killing or not killing Roy or Oliver as Arrow. But, again, I don't think it was her. I'm pretty confident that it was a member of the League of Assassins, if not Ra's al Ghul himself. It definitely would have been Anissa, because of their relationship. She wouldn't have come back and done it. As well as there was a guy voice, but there are, voice modulation things that Arrow has used and others. So, again, I'm pretty sure it was a member of the League of Assassins, if not Ra's al Ghul himself. Because we definitely did get that teaser at the beginning, before the season started, hinting at that, Ra's al Ghul is going to be a pretty big thing in the season, as well as he has been casted. So that's my feelings on that. I didn't like seeing Sara die this soon. Again, I know why they wanted to kill her off eventually, but I think it was too soon. And like I said, I definitely think it was the League of Assassins that went ahead and did that. So go ahead and let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about it. Who do you think killed Sara? If you're going to talk about it, definitely put some spoiler tags before you list out. That way people can avoid it. That's why I want to do this Geek Out, is because it's kind of some spoiler information not everyone's going to want to hear about. So again, let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about my Geek Out portion? Would you like me to do more of these where I go in more detail about something? Or is it something that, you're not that interested in? Would appreciate any information on that. Like I said earlier, please subscribe to my channel. I want to have some conversations with you guys about these shows. And again, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and like and share the video with your friends, anyone that might be interested. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.